1985. MTV ruled the airwaves. Hair was bigger than ever, and rock music was at an absolute creative peak. This wasn't just a great year for rock. It was a defining moment that shaped the sound of a generation. From power ballads that filled stadiums to rebellious anthems that defined youth culture, these 7 tracks became the soundtrack of our lives. Welcome back to Decades of Rock. Today, we're counting down 7 rock songs from 1985 that we'll never forget. These aren't just songs. They're time capsules that transport us back to an era when rock ruled the world. Let's dive in. Coming in at number 7, we have Dire Straits with Money for Nothing. That opening riff is one of the most recognizable in rock history. Played on a Les Paul guitar through a digital delay, this song became an instant anthem for the MTV generation, ironically criticizing the very culture it dominated. Mark Knopfler wrote this after overhearing delivery workers complaining about rock stars on MTV. The song won a Grammy, and the groundbreaking computer-animated music video was in heavy rotation on the network it satirized. The production featured guest vocals from Sting, and that distinctive synthesized sound helped define the decade's production style. Money for Nothing peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became Dire Straits' biggest hit. It's a perfect encapsulation of 1985's sound. Bold, innovative, and impossible to forget. At number 6, we're turning up the emotion with REO Speedwagon's Can't Fight This Feeling. Those opening piano notes signaled that lighters were about to go up in arenas across America. This power ballad became the blueprint for every rock love song that followed. Written by lead singer Kevin Cronin, this song spent 3 weeks at number 1. What makes it timeless is its universal theme, that moment when friendship turns into something more, and you can't hold back your feelings any longer. The building arrangement, starting with that gentle piano and culminating in a full band crescendo, creates an emotional journey that still gives us goosebumps. The song became REO Speedwagon's second number 1 hit and cemented their status as power ballad royalty. It's been the soundtrack to countless first dances, prom nights, and romantic moments for nearly 4 decades. Coming in at number 5 is a song that brought theatrical hard rock to the mainstream, Bon Jovi's Runaway. That synthesizer opening immediately grabs your attention. This was the song that launched Bon Jovi from New Jersey club band to international rock stars. On the street where you live, girls talk about the social. They made a lipstick plastic and plain. Such a shame in their eyes. John Bon Jovi wrote this song when he was just 21 years old, working at his cousin's recording studio. It tells the story of a young girl escaping a difficult home life, a theme that resonated with countless teenagers feeling trapped or misunderstood. The song was initially recorded as a demo and included on a local radio station compilation album, where it became a regional hit. The success of this song led to their first major label deal and launched one of the biggest rock careers of the 1980s. What makes it special is how it combined the arena rock sound with accessibility. It had the guitar crunch hard rock fans wanted, but also melodic hooks that appealed to a wider audience. It peaked at number 39 on the Billboard Hot 100, which might not sound impressive, but it was enough to get them noticed and set the stage for their massive breakthrough with Slippery When Wet the following year. At number 4, it's Bryan Adams with Run to You. That driving rhythm and raw guitar sound captured something urgent and desperate, the feeling of needing to escape and find something real. Bryan Adams co-wrote this with Jim Valance, and it became his breakthrough hit in the United States. The song's about a man in a relationship that's lost its spark, finding passion elsewhere. What makes it work is the raw honesty. It doesn't glorify the situation, but presents it with emotional authenticity. The song reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and set the stage for Adams's massive success later in the decade. That raspy vocal delivery combined with the straightforward rock production made it feel genuine and urgent, like Adams was laying his soul bare. It's the kind of rock song that makes you want to jump in your car and drive with the windows down. The bronze medal position goes to a song that became an international phenomenon. Simple Minds with Don't You Forget About Me. Those opening notes are instantly recognizable to anyone who grew up in the 80s, or anyone who's seen a certain iconic John Hughes film. Here's something fascinating. Simple Minds initially didn't want to record this song. It was written specifically for The Breakfast Club, and the band thought it was too commercial for their alternative rock image. Keith Forsey and Steve Schiff wrote it, and it was actually offered to Billy Idol and Bryan Ferry first. Thank goodness they changed their minds. The song hit number 1 in the United States and became Simple Minds' biggest hit. It perfectly captured the film's theme of teenage identity and the fear of being forgotten as we grow up and move on. That universal anxiety about whether we matter, whether we'll be remembered, it resonates across generations. The combination of Jim Kerr's emotive vocals, that driving beat, and the soaring melody created something magical. It's been covered countless times, used in dozens of films and TV shows, and remains one of the most beloved songs of the decade. Taking the silver medal is a power ballad that defined an entire genre. Foreigner with I Want to Know What Love Is. That keyboard introduction is like the calm before an emotional storm. What starts as an intimate confession builds into one of the most powerful choruses in rock history.
I've gotta take a little time to think things over.
Mick Jones wrote this during a turbulent period in his life, and you can hear that vulnerability in every note. What makes this song transcend typical rock ballads is the incorporation of the New Jersey Mass Choir. That gospel element added spiritual depth and turned a personal confession into a universal prayer. The song topped charts around the world, hitting number 1 in both the US and UK. Lou Gramm's vocals are absolutely stunning. He delivers each line with such raw emotion that you feel his desperation and hope. The production builds perfectly, adding layers of instrumentation and vocals until that final chorus becomes this overwhelming cathartic release. This wasn't just a hit song, it was an experience. Lighters filled stadiums during this anthem, and it remains one of the most requested songs at weddings and romantic events. And finally, our number 1 unforgettable rock song from 1985 is Tears for Fears, with Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That guitar line is pure perfection. Melodic, memorable, and somehow both optimistic and melancholic at the same time. Written during the Cold War era, this song captured the anxiety and ambition of the mid-'80s. Roland Orzabal and Ian Stanley created something that sounded effortlessly catchy but contained surprisingly deep commentary on power, politics, and human nature. The lyrics reference conflict, freedom, and the universal desire for control, themes that remain relevant today. The production is flawless. That shimmering guitar, the steady groove, the layered synths, and Kurt Smith's smooth vocals create this sonic landscape that feels both immediate and timeless. It spent 2 weeks at number 1, became Tears for Fears' biggest US hit, and has been featured in countless films, TV shows, and commercials. What makes it our number 1 is how it perfectly encapsulates 1985. It has the polished production of the MTV era, the introspective lyrics of new wave, the accessibility of pop, and the substance of serious rock music. It's a song that worked on the dance floor and stood up to critical analysis. 4 decades later, Everybody Wants to Rule the World remains as fresh and relevant as ever. It's the defining sound of 1985, From power ballads to protest anthems, from stadium rockers to introspective new wave, 1985 gave us an incredible diversity of unforgettable music. These 7 songs aren't just nostalgia. They're proof that great songwriting, authentic emotion, and killer production are timeless. What's your favorite rock song from 1985? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button and subscribe for more music countdowns. Until next time, keep rocking.